Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more as we go down a rabbit hole. First and foremost, keep in mind I have a lot to say about this subject, but before I get into any of this foolishness, I want to thank each and every one of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel over this year. This has been an amazing year. When I first started out doing this in November of last year, I was like, it would be cool if I could get 1,000 subscribers, and you guys have surpassed that. So shout out to you, and I appreciate it. And I'm always interested in hearing your comments, your likes, your concerns, everything revolving around my commentary. Now, let's get into it. Crisean Rock gets 3 cross tattoos on her face, one for each, you know what, she had by Blueface. And we're going to show the clip of that if you haven't seen it. But before I really delve into it, I must say to all my female subscribers is that I'm not for this divide between the black man and the black woman. We have enough division. We have so many different things that's really tearing us apart. And it's really sad and it's hurtful to see what's becoming of our society far as black folk. So with that being said, a lot of people believe in what she's doing, right? A lot of females believe that it's perfectly fine to dissolve lives. That's the word we'll do on a regular basis. So she is just pretty much the end result of a female that does not value herself and clearly doesn't value the lives of others. Now, her obsession with Blueface is definitely on a whole nother level. If toxic was redefined in a dictionary, you would see both of them sitting here because they're both crazy. However, they're in the public eye. So when you're in the public eye, everything you do, of course, is going to get scrutinized. But I think there is way too many females who feel the same way. If you think about it, a lot of women are basically fighting for the right and the ability to do what she has done. So no one should be blown away or taken back by what she's done. Those who support the, trying to find good words, but I guess dissolve. So for those who believe that it's perfectly fine and normal to dissolve your children, then, well, you should be on board with this because this is the mindset of a lot of people. I don't understand where she's coming from with the crosses. But at the same time, this might be one case where I think it would be okay. Now, I know that sounds, very hypocritical, but considering her mindset, I don't know that I would want to be brought into this world and have these two as my parents, because clearly they are extremely dysfunctional on all levels. So what could she offer a child of any value? Now, the flip side of that is maybe because of her childhood being so dysfunctional and it resulted in her becoming who she is today, at least the side that we see, maybe she could flip the script. Maybe she could do a better job. But clearly that's not the case because she has decided to do this 3 times. Now, why are you allowing yourself to get in this predicament with this guy who has no intentions of actually being with you long term outside of just for entertainment purposes only? I don't know. I know there's definitely contraceptives out there that she could be using and should be using because this is going nowhere fast. This story is going to end very badly, in my opinion, because you have a person like her who is clearly obsessed. This is beyond love. This is what you would consider a fatal attraction. Like, this is a whole nother level of foolishness. And he has gotten himself into, in my opinion, he would be wise to get out of this situation as soon as possible. Leave this girl alone. She reminds me of a little boy. I watched the one video where she was beating on him, punched him, whatever. And, it's like, what does he see in this girl? But sometimes people like the crazy. It's just one of those things. You fight and you know what? And then you fight some more, then you do you know what? Right. So I think that's kind of their dynamic, but she just reminds me of a little boy. I don't know why he would find that attractive. But let's look at her video if it allows us to take it out, look at it. But I don't know, but she got 3 crosses. I guess she gonna have about 5 or 6 crosses. And the saddest part of it all is that if she does ever get herself together and want to have a child, well, what are the chances of that happening? I think we all too often forget that it's called the miracle of life for a reason, because it is truly miraculous to be able to bring forth a life into this world. Clearly, she's not ready for it, but at the same time, she's not taking accountability to do anything to stop it. You can't depend on the guy to make sure that he is doing what he needs to do. Clearly. That's why we have so many children in this world that are not wanted, or children that don't make it to the world. So in my opinion, and I know you're probably gonna beat me up on this, I think the onus is on the female to protect your body and to really consider who it is that you're allowing to be in your space. In the space I'm talking about, right? Because ultimately, you're the one that's going to get stuck with the bag. So, and that's just kind of how it is. I mean, because of course, a woman would have to be proven extremely unfit. In this case, if he did want the child, it probably wouldn't be too hard to prove that she's unfit. So again, would you want to grow up with Blueface as your father and Crisean Rock and her tooth as your parents? So again, I don't normally, push for this, but in this case, I can understand because they're both really shot out there. And I hope that they get the help that they're looking for, because this is a story, a story of many people. I'm sure she's not the only one in a toxic situation that you cannot get out of, or I would say you're not willing to get out of, because we all have choices. We all have choices, and then some of our choices are easier to make than others. But when you eat, sleep, and breathe Blueface like he's some type of a god, that's a reason for concern. Yeah, and he's basically, he's having fun with her. I mean, this is supposed to be generating money, but according to her brother, it's not. He said that she's broken. I don't know how that's possible, because, they're both putting out music. So one would assume that they have some type of money, and I'm assuming that Zeus is paying her something for her antics. Same time, I don't know anybody that actually subscribes to Zeus personally, but the network is on, so people are watching it. But I guess that really speaks to you as an individual. Why would you spend your hard-earned money to watch this foolishness? To watch people act a fool and do stupid stuff? This is clearly the face of somebody who is not stable. She's not okay. She could be very cute when she wants to be, but this here, this is the sign of something else, psychotic. Like, I see, like, if he really, really put his foot down and try to walk away, I don't know if he would be able to. I don't know if he would escape unscathed. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, be blessed. And a new year is upon us. New things, new attitudes, and continue to watch and enjoy Media Mesh. Peace and blessings.